I guess we're live. All right, we're going to try to flip the camera. Okay, orientation is locked. Please rotate. Apparently that didn't work. Was that after we went live? Well, the nice thing is there's no one on. Okay, so we are live. This is Detroit Alley Cat, and this is Lula firstborn, mother of dragons. This is actually my daughter. For anybody that comes on here eventually, one day. Here, I just want to get it where I can, like, we don't have to. Wow. This is the most professional looking. Yeah. Okay. So this is Detroit Alley Cat and Lula, my actual real daughter, and I have been setting up the studio all day, making it look nice, but I still haven't had time to actually make a full on. You're supposed to look at them. No, stop. We're only going to be on for 15 minutes. Stop. So anyway, I convinced my daughter to come on here because she's going to have her own YouTube one day, and I thought it would be really good for her to practice, but we're all alone on here, so we're just going to talk to ourselves. So Lula, what do you think about stop making that face? Stop making that face. So Lula, look, there's a person. One person. Hi, it's me and Lula, my daughter. We're here to talk about life. I'd love to see you chat, but unfortunately, yes, say something to us. Say, oh my God, there's 6 people on here. There can't be 6 people on here. Okay, let's just start like we're going to do a real podcast. Okay, so this is Detroit Alley and Lula, and we're on Witches Brew podcast. So I was getting the studio ready to make a YouTube video, and I realized, look, we already have a like. I realized that we were really late in the night and it wasn't going to work. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to have me and my daughter. There are not 21 people on here. There just can't be. I was going to have me and my daughter come on here and talk because, you know, that's what we're going to do today. So, Lula's going to start her own channel, and it's going to be ASMR. Tell them what that is.
I know the first letter starts with an A.
Okay, so ASMR is that stuff that you're like
auditory ASMR, so auditory sensory.
Oh, hi, Ben, Adam, and Leela, Ani. Okay, I saw stuff and it disappeared. Why is he crying? Oh. This is interesting. I don't think I recognize any of these people, and it's very odd to me that, like, people we don't know are on here. But anyway, I digress. So, she's going to start an ASMR video YouTube thing, and basically that's like you touch things and it's supposed to mess with you, auditory-ish. Like, I could never do it. She's got these nails. Check out these nails.
I do them myself.
Yeah, and so she makes these noises, and it's really cool. So if you are on my channel for the first, I don't know, okay. I'm reading your comments. I just don't, do we know any of you people? We'd like to know. If you know us, please let us know. What happened? I don't know what happened. Okay, so I do some of these. Hello. So I do spooky stories and true crime, and I used to do unboxings, but like unboxing really, I mean, I like unboxings, but not like other people don't like them as much. They seem to really like the true crime, and they like the spooky stories. We recently just went to Massachusetts, and we found this island. It's called like Hunter Island or Winter Island, and I found out that there was like a military base there, and they basically had some executions happen on the island. And then while I was looking for this, it's like Execution Hill or something like that. While we were looking for Execution Hill, we actually found this really crazy abandoned house. Like, I'm talking like a straight up mansion. It was so big and so creepy looking, looked like it was supposed to be right out of a horror movie. And I am going to do my next like thing off of it, but I didn't have time to put it all together today, and I have live footage from being there in Massachusetts. What did you think about that big building, Lula?
I thought it was pretty cool. I wish we could. Oh, are you talking about the one the abandoned one?
Yes.
It looked like it could have been a mansion. Not sure. I thought it was pretty cool though. I think it was a major bummer that we couldn't get inside. That's my thoughts.
So she ran up to it really fast, and I'm always like scared she's gonna get hurt. She's got like no fear, and it looked like it had been condemned for a while. But the interesting thing about this building is it had a like huge open doorway. The next video that I do on my channel is gonna be about this place, but it had this really creepy vibe. Like, I went live on my Facebook, and everybody was like, "Whoa, look at that building!" And so, yeah, it was a pretty cool building. But I don't know if that has anything to do with Execution Point right now. I still have to do a lot of research on that. If you were still paying attention to the fact that I was going to do a YouTube on the abandoned building, but yeah, so that's what's been going on with us. Fun fact, we're actually in the middle of making a short film. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see our last video. It's called Reborn. It's about vampires. If you guys have any question about it, we'd love to answer it. Lula over here will be in the short video, and I'm actually directing it, and then I have a film crew. So if you get a chance, check out our last video to see what that's all about, because that would be really exciting. You know, we should have thought of stuff to talk about while we were on here. Anybody have any questions for us? Let me see. Are you sisters? No, I'm actually this girl's mother. This is my daughter, and she is 19, and I am I at that age where I don't tell people my age?
I mean, you don't have to.
I will.
don't
I
think that
will tell you
exists.
guys my age. I like to think that I don't look my age, but I feel like I do look my age. I am 47 years old, and my birthday is coming up, so I will be 48. So this is not my sister. This is my daughter. Do you guys have any other questions for us? I'd love to answer them. We were thinking about coming on here every Sunday at 7 o'clock and doing the Witch's Brew podcast. So that way Miss Lula could get some experience doing YouTube with me, because she just loves hanging out with me. So let's tell you a little bit about ourselves. So I actually own a circus. It's a family circus. It's called Blue Crow Talent, and you can go online and find this. I'm bored with scrolling through my streams, but hi from Canada. Hello from
Hello.
Detroit, Michigan, Mr. Canada. So I own a circus, and my family is in the circus, and my daughter actually performs in my circus, and she's an aerialist. And what else do you do?
Sometimes I perform with fire.
She does perform with fire.
I also am a part-time showgirl sometimes. I don't know. I just kind of hang out. Like a lot of ambiance. There's LED performance, which is really cool. You know, we also have something called a champagne dress and a cotton candy dress. I'm typically requested a lot to be a cotton candy girl.
I think that her biggest talent is the aerialist stuff. If you are interested in seeing our circus, you can go on Instagram. It's Blue, BLUE, Crow, CROW, Talent, TLENT, and you will see my daughter all over it. I'm actually I started out as a fire performer. I fire breathe and I stilt walk. I don't do anything anymore. I just do the billing and I do YouTube and all this stuff. So, but I just wanted to come on here and say, hey guys, I can't wait to get back to being on YouTube and I'm really excited to do it. Let's see if anybody else. I definitely don't know ya. It's kind of crazy because I thought people that were subscribed to my channel would hop on here, but like all these people we don't know are hopping on here. So hi from Detroit, Alley Cat and Lula. Lula, Loveborn, Firstborn, Mother of Dragons. I got that from Vikings and Game of Thrones. I actually didn't expect anybody to be on here because it's been so long since I've made a YouTube video or channel or anything like that. But we would really, really like if you guys came on here every Sunday and joined us, and I'll actually come up with things to talk about. I like to talk about spooky stuff. Is there anything that you guys in particularly like to talk about? It's hard to see this chat. I've met a couple people recently. Where did it go? Come back. I caught who terrified of clowns. You know what? We don't really have a lot of clowns in Blue Crow Talent. We I would say we do a lot of stuff during Halloween because we work at different haunted houses here in Michigan, and weird enough, the haunted houses say that they don't want us to be clowns. Do you know what that is?
So a few years ago, we had an issue. I think it was Livonia. I don't know. But there was a big issue with killer clowns. This was like maybe 2016, 2017.
They didn't really kill anybody though.
No, I mean like they would chase and threaten people, but it wasn't really like, it was like still illegal. I don't know if they were hurting people, but like, it was still illegal.
Do you want to know what really happened?
Sure.
Okay, so there was like this whole thing. It was either 2019 or 2018.
2018.
All these clowns started appearing in public places for no reason whatsoever. So like you'd be like walking around the park and you look down in the like bushes in the park and you'd see like this clown just staring. It was so bad that they started like taking clowns off the shelves here at CVS because I guess it was disturbing. And then people were posting about how they were scared of clowns. And then there was this we're in the like performer world, so we hang out with performers. And there was this whole movement of Clown Lives Matter. I'm not even lying. Like hashtag Clown Lives Matter. And this is like,
I don't remember that.
No, this is actually before the Black Lives Matter movement. I swear to God, it was. It was Clown Lives Matter. Like I will find the old information and show you. And then yeah, people were showing up and they were dressed as clowns and they were staring. There was a problem with a bunch of teenagers. They were wearing clown outfits and running through the woods. I didn't see any clowns. I thought it was funny, but apparently everyone here in Michigan was deeply disturbed by the clown incident.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody got hurt and they weren't really killer clowns. I think that was just like a straight up like,
I think it happened like it had to have started with somebody doing something violent. Like I think that happened and then like
no.
I think maybe fact check before we immediately say no.
Okay.
Because like that kind of thing doesn't just come
Did anybody
from
hear about the
nowhere.
whole clown incident here in Michigan?
I don't think anyone got hurt in Michigan, but like I don't think it was just in Michigan because I remember I was in like elementary school or middle school when this was happening.
So it was like all over the world?
Yeah, it was like pretty much all over the world. It wasn't just Michigan, I don't think. But I do know that Livonia, Michigan had a pretty big issue with it. Like I haunted houses in that area don't like to have clown performers because of it.
So we obviously work at haunted houses. We love haunted houses, but and I actually collect clowns, but we don't have any clowns in my company. We have more like I guess we're more like a Circus Soleil type of like circus.
Like Vegas-y, like more Vegas-y.
Does anybody have any more questions before we pop out of here? Ooh, my brother's mate was scared of the sea, and he watched Jews at a young age.
Jaws.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really need glasses very badly. I didn't mean to say. You can say Jews, right? Is that like a slur?
I don't think
Okay,
so.
we'll hop off that because that's kind of like a touchy subject right now. But Jaws, I really like Jaws. Jaws is like one of my favorite movies. So Lula, I know, right? Oops. Yeah, so Lula hates horror movies. I love horror movies. She's been watching them since she was a little kid. The older she got, the more she realized that I was having her watch R-rated horror movies and decided that she no longer liked them because they made her feel sad for the human race, which I guess. But I love horror movies. My favorite horror movies are I don't think TikTok or Trick or Treat really counts as a horror movie, even though
it does.
No.
It does.
No.
It does.
No. I really like The Lost Boys. That's not really a horror movie, more as like it's a vampire thing. I just like all horror movies. Anything scary, I'll give it a shot. But yeah. So, have you watched Watership Down about the rabbits? The rabbits became my nightmare.
Rabbits.
Yeah, have you ever watched Watership Down?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so it's like I read Watership Down and then I watched it when I was really young, and it actually was like it was weird because I was watching it because I thought it was a cartoon, but it ended up being like this like very serious thing. Yeah, it's about these rabbits that break into like I think I don't know. It's been so long, but it's like it's actually really cool, but it's like extremely serious. You wouldn't like it because she's got a pet bunny,
I do.
and like I think some of the rabbits die.
Yeah,
I think it's like one of them really sad stories.
I was gonna pull up my pet bunny.
Oh, she's gonna pull up her pet bunny for everyone to see, and then we're gonna leave because. Okay, everyone, this is her pet bunny. Can you even see that? That's awful. We're amateurs. That is Lemmy. Named after Motorhead, everyone. Hi, Melly. Welcome to the Detroit Alley Cat YouTube channel with Lula here on Witches Brew podcast on Sunday. We're going to be coming on here live every Sunday at 7 o'clock. If you would like to visit us, it's scary when fields turn red and see ghost rabbits at the end. I don't know, Howard. I don't remember Watership Down. I remember watching the cartoon and thinking, this is not a cartoon while I was a kid. I mean, it's a really old cartoon, isn't it? Like the 80s? I don't know. I'll have to go check it out again. Take a look at it. I remember I liked it, but I remember it was like not what I thought it was supposed to be. I think it came out with a whole bunch of different cartoons that ended up not being like cartoons. Like I think it was around the do you guys remember a cartoon called Heavy Metal? I'm older than her, so I'm guessing I'm attracting people around her age. But Heavy Metal was a cartoon and it was like really naughty. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for coming to our podcast today. Please think about liking and subscribing. I'm going to force my daughter to come on here. What the heck? Is it like the Katy Perry thing where she goes like that and then she's like, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so Katy Perry does this thing where she like Katy Perry's whole like tour has been a hot mess. Have you seen it lately?
I actually have not been paying attention to Katy Perry since she fell off.
Well, I've been paying attention to Katy Perry because she's going on her tour doing jumping jacks and running around with samurai swords, and it makes me laugh really loud in bed. Okay, all right, guys. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for coming and visiting us. We will be here next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right, Lula? See ya, Howard. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Mel, I know who you are. Hi. All right, we're leaving. Fare thee well. Have a wonderful Sunday. Remember, stay safe and stay spooky. Okay, this is the part that I don't do well at because, like, I don't know how to turn it off. Okay. Oh no, I think it's still going. Oh no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. Exit. Exit. Yes.
Are you sure you want